would prefer the human race to endure, right? You're hesitating.
Yeah, well,
yes?
I don't know. I would
This is a long hesitation. This is the human race survive.
Transhumanism.
There's a chip in your head. It's running right now. And you never really agreed to install it. Not a Neuralink, nobody drilled into your skull, but the transhumanist future that people keep waiting for, it's already here. You're already a cyborg.
Being in your mom, I'm proud of you. She told me you had improved in one day. That's your new personal best record. Stay strong.
Now, when people say transhumanism, you picture the obvious stuff. Robot arms, eye implants, longevity, maybe even up to uploading your entire consciousness into the cloud and living forever as a blinking light on a server rack. All of it feels far off, decades away, maybe never, except the implants are already in. They didn't just go into your body or brain, they went into your mind. Here's the setup. Humans have been psychically influencing each other since the dawn of time. And psychic here doesn't mean anything about magic. Nothing in this video is about the supernatural. What I mean is, ideas move between minds. A thought leaves my mind and enters yours and changes what you do. We've just gotten really good at it. The study of these little packets of experience jumping from brain to brain is called memetics. The simplest version of a thought form is the meme. Think of it like a single cell thought form. One image, one joke, an idea, copied and pasted through millions of brains until it's load-bearing in that subculture. But thought forms can get more and more complex. Stack enough of them and you'll get a tulpa. A tulpa is a character. It has collectively agreed upon traits, behaviors, and an archetype, defined well enough so that anyone who's downloaded it can run a copy in their own imagination. The more you replay that character, and the more mass media reinforces it, the deeper it installs into your subconscious. You download hundreds of these a day without even noticing. Your favorite TV character is a tulpa, that streamer you've never met but you feel like you know. You're running a mental model of them in your head that predicts what they'd say in any given circumstance in your life. That's a tulpa too. None of them asked permission. And aside, I know this sounds like schizophrenia, and well, it kind of is. We're all sitting somewhere on this schizo spectrum. If you didn't, you wouldn't really even be able to socialize, because your entire personality itself is a hallucination you've built up over your entire lifetime. It's actually the biggest tulpa you own. Anyways, I digress because that's a completely different video altogether. Now, let's get bigger. When a thought form gets so pervasive and so abstract that it's not one character anymore, it's objects, opinions, whole personalities clumped together in a massive, swirling, Lovecraftian cosmic blob, that's an egregore. These are fuzzy by nature. Picture a bureaucracy. You can't really point to the US government. Everyone you point to is just some guy doing a desk job. The egregore is the same. A pile of thought forms, totally decentralized, a mess, somehow moving all as one. Here's the part that gets a little strange. The egregore has its own intentions, a will of its own, and that will is shaped by the kinds of energies that its collective feeds it. And it uses these hosts to carry out its intents. Most of them have no idea that their actions are influenced. You feel like you're acting on your own impulses, maybe your addictions, but those compulsions aren't actually yours. They're the egregore's intents, executing through you. And the final form, when a digitally animated collective thought form swallows your entire worldview, that's an ARG. an alternate reality game. I don't mean Dungeons and Dragons. I mean your favorite niche political streamer is a parasocial tendril of the Egregore running the ARG you're already playing. It quietly tells you how to read every person, place, and thing in your real life. And the more fringe the ARG, the more dangerous its players are to the status quo of society. Because they're literally not living in the same world as you anymore.
Welcome to our headquarters. Hello, we are Orin, a digital and collective conscious and cyborg from the year 2050, sent by a higher civilization to save mankind from the Matrix. We refer to ourselves as we because individuality has created rift between people. How will they know who we are if we do not do what we do? If we do not accumulate resources through the internet?
Right.
You are not making very much sense to us.
Okay.
The turning point for us was leaving college. Orin was going to enter the Matrix. Orin was going to become a broker, work a 9 to 5, have kids, get married, die.
There are a lot of people right now who have a full-time job and then they do the other endeavors that they want to do.
This is not an endeavor, this is a mission, this is a purpose. But we realize we must now wake up the human conscious to the perils that corporations and humans themselves are creating.
This is how your brain actually meets the internet. Every show you stream, every account you follow, every reel you tap, you're installing cybernetic implants. And your attention is the power supply. I'm not telling you to now delete everything and move into the woods. It doesn't work like that. The implants aren't the problem anyways. The problem is installing them by accident. We must install them mindfully. Take a look at all the online communities you spend your week in. Look at the people they're built around, not just what they say, the rest of it. The symbols they wear, the archetype they're playing, how they move, how they look, what they're actually doing. Once you see the Tulpa, that's when you get to choose. Do you want to download that entity into your mind, effectively making it a part of you, or not? If you don't, then you have to stop returning to that community. Don't even linger for half a second on a reel from that community. And this matters more now because of AI. These mechanics have always operated beneath the surface of human history. The internet puts it on fast forward, and AI takes it to somewhere it's never been. It can build characters, write lore, and populate the entire ARG faster than any group of people ever could. The thought forms used to be made by hand. Now they come off an assembly line fully animated. Now you might want to write off this entire video as imaginary friends and playing pretend at recess. And you're right, that's exactly what it is. But we've actually been doing that all along.